Hey guys, Supreme Swordsman here again, and today I'm just gonna make a quick video about my top 5 favorite characters so far in My Hero Academia. I'm really enjoying this series so far. Right now, I'm like 36, 37 chapters in, and I'm also up to date with the anime that's coming out weekly. So I'm really enjoying this series. It's been one of my favorite shonens, one of my favorite series just in general that's been out the last few years. I just wanna make my top 5 characters of right now where I'm at, and then I'm probably gonna do it again once I get completely caught up to see if it changes at all. After I get completely caught up, but at this point, like 35, 36 chapters in, this is my top 5 favorite characters. So let's start wasting time. I'm just gonna get straight to number 5. Number 5 for me is Aizawa or Eraserhead. You know, the sensei of class A. Um, I really like Izora. I really like his quirk. I really like the fact that um, with his quirk you have to have a lot more. You got to be a lot more strategic than other people's quirks because he doesn't really have a lot of straight up force and power. He kind of has to be smart at knowing how to stop someone else's quirk and then use his bandages or ropes, whatever it is he uses to you know be effective and to help to be a good hero. And when I really started liking this character was when UA got invaded when they were doing their little practice at the facility they were in, and he really had to hold off the villains until All Might got there, and it was hard for him to do it by himself because everyone else there was obviously students, so it was really hard for him to do that by himself, and I really gained a lot of respect for him for that moment. And also I just think he's kind of just a funny character. I think he's really like weird and just not what you would expect as a main teacher. And he's just a really cool character, and so far I'm really enjoying his character. Hopefully we get to see more of him, more of his backstory and just other things. But I'm really enjoying him, and I have a lot of respect for him for what he did when UA got invaded. So that's definitely going to be number 5 for me. Number 4 might be a little low to some people, but number 4 to me is All Might, and I really have nothing bad to say about All Might. Love the character. He's really, symbolic for the show. He's a great hero, great mentor to Deku, and just a really great character altogether. I really like the character at all, a lot. But the reason why I have him at number 4 is because there's just a few characters in the series I like a little bit better. But he is so awesome. I really like him. Obviously he's the number 1 hero. He saved the day when UA got invaded, and that fight he had against I forgot his name, but the really crazy like huge like black villain that he had to go against. Like it was just a really cool fight. I have a lot of respect for him for how much he helped Deku, and he's also just really funny. The way he always goes from like the small form of him to the bigger form of him, and the way he's always like coughing out blood, and they do it in like a really funny way. And he's just a really cool character, and he's more than just a really strong character and a really strong hero. He is, the best example of what a hero is, not just the sense of his power, but the way he acts and the way he cares and treats other people. So that's why I think he is the best hero. Because you have people like number 2, Endeavor, the Flame guy who's really strong, but he's an asshole and not really a great person. So like it's a lot more than just being strong. It's about being a good person and actually caring about like saving people and being a good hero. And I think he is definitely the best role model for Deku and for any really hero that's growing up that wants to inspire to be someone like All Might. So he's definitely who I have at number 4. So number 3, I'm gonna say Ochiko, and it's really weird for me to see a female character, like a main female character in a shonen that I really like because obviously if you've seen Naruto, if you've seen Bleach, a lot of the main female characters honestly aren't that great, like Sakura and Orihime, but they did really good with Ojiko. She's a really funny character, and she has a really awesome quirk with her, zero gravity. She's used it in really interesting ways throughout the series so far. She's really awesome with Deku. The relationship they have is really good. It's really funny just to see her. And I actually really care about her. Like it's not really often where I care a lot about the female character in a shonen, but I really actually care about her and I actually like her. And I think that she's gonna have I think she's not gonna be left to the side in this series. I think she is gonna have a little bit of shine, a little bit of time to develop more as a character. And I just really enjoy her, honestly. And if it wasn't for her, Deku wouldn't have even made it to UA because Deku, because obviously she offered to give Deku her points, and it was just really, a really cool scene, and it was really cool to see how selfless she was, and it was just really awesome. So OJK is a really great character. I can't wait to see more of her, more of her quirk, more interactions with her and Deku. So OJK is a great character, really great character. So when it comes down to number two though, number two and one were really hard for me to decide because I really like both of them a lot. One of the great things about this series is how many great characters there is. There's so many great characters in the show, but at number two, I picked Todoroki. And first off, right off the bat, just from his looks alone, I knew I was gonna like him. One, because of the scar, he reminded me a lot of Zuko from Avatar, who's one of my favorite characters. So I really like that alone. And then his quirk is so cool, like the coolest quirk in the whole show, in my opinion. His quirk is so cool. And then just recently in the manga, we're learning more about his past and more about what's going on with him. And I'm really enjoying learning more about him. I'm really enjoying his character. He's not one dimensional at all. He has so many layers to him, and he's just so cool. And he's gonna be, I think, in my opinion, he's my favorite rival to Deku. I think he's the best rival to Deku over Bakuto, in my opinion, just because I think Todoroki is someone who can actually be a really good hero one day, and I think he will be. And I just love the drive and the passion he has to make it big and to prove his father wrong, that he doesn't need that the left side of his quirk, that he can just use his mother's and still be great. And it's just really cool watching him. And he's just such a strong fighter too. Like in the first round of the tournament, in his first round, which was like where I'm at right now. He just completely just froze that dude and like beat him so quickly. It was crazy. So I'm really excited to see him move to the next round. So he's just a really cool character. I really like him a lot, and I think that throughout the story, he's going to be one of the most interesting characters to see and to watch develop. And I just can't wait to see what this story has in plan for him because not only is he one of my favorite characters in the show, but he's one of my favorite characters in any anime or manga I read or seen in the last while. So he's a really good character. I really like him. So obviously now we're down to number one. And if you didn't guess it by now, yes, number one for me is Deku, the main character, which is honestly like kind of surprising for me because it's not really often when like the main character in a shonen or even in any series is actually my favorite character because for some reason this doesn't happen to me very often, like in Naruto and One Piece, all those like Bleach, all those type of series. Although I've always liked the main characters, there's always been characters I like more. But with Deku, I just really enjoy him a lot. I really enjoy him as a character. From the very beginning, I really liked him. Seeing his struggle and seeing how bad he wanted to be a hero, even though he had no quirk, and to see how this sad and devastated he was to know he couldn't have one. And that scene with him and his mom crying, it was just such an emotional scene. And he finally gets a quirk, and now he has the chance to live out his dream and to be a hero who can make people proud and to make can save the day with a smile, like he says. I just think he's one of the most genuine human beings in the show, and he's just a really awesome character. I just really like Deku a lot. We really get to see him grow a lot throughout the series. That training and montage we got with him was really awesome. Seeing him learn how to use his quirk better without hurting himself, and he's just a really great main character who you actually care about a lot. So he's definitely one of the characters I'm looking forward to see a lot more development of, a lot more, like I really want to see him become the number one hero. So I really hope he does. Deku is just a really great main character. And I'm just really loving this series so far. So at this point, that's my top five favorite characters. There's a lot of other characters I like a lot of the side characters in Class A I like a lot. Some people might be surprised that Bakuto is on this list, 'cause I know a lot of people like him, but he's just personally not a character I personally like very much so far. That might change later, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this series, guys. So let me know if you're reading the manga or if you're just watching the anime, or no matter where you are in the series. Let me know who your top five characters are. Is there a character that I missed that you liked? Just let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I will see you guys later. This is the Supreme Swordsman, guys. I would really appreciate it if you could like this video, share it, subscribe, all that stuff. I really love making videos. I really love anime, and I want to do this longer and longer. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, guys, have a great day.